What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell by the title of the video, today we are installing Z1 Motorsports cold air intakes. And I know most of you are going to say the admin tuning and the distilling Gen 3, I think that's what they call it, makes more power because they are 3-inch in diameter. But the reason I went with Z1 Motorsports, the 2.5-inch diameter intakes, is because in order to run a 3-inch, you gotta delete your whole PCV system, and I don't really want to go that route at the moment. And like, I just want to stay somewhat factory, you know, and just go ahead and put these on. They do make good power, you know, from stock. I mean, not having a tune and you just putting them on. So once I get a tune, of course I'm gonna be making more power. But this is the start of a new series where we're gonna be, I think I'm gonna call it the 400 horsepower series or the 450 horsepower series to the wheels. You know, we trying to push that big number. Not gonna go turbo or supercharged, but that is a surprise later. So just stay tuned and continue to follow the build. These are the intakes over here. This is the silicone piping and just a bunch of hose clamps and stuff like that. And these are the money makers right here, the air filter. So first thing, obviously what you got to do is pop the hood. And I don't even have this right here. It's in my shed somewhere. But to take this off, it's just a bunch of they're like plastic clips a little bit. Wish I had. They look kind of like these. But yeah, you still got to take your front bumper off and everything. So take the front bumper off, take the old intakes off, and what are these called? I forgot what they're called. The mass airflow sensors. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with taking the bumper off. That way we can slide the silicone hose through there, I believe. I don't really know at the moment. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to Dremel that out a little bit because Z1 did say it was gonna end up pinching in there a little bit, so gotta drill that out. But first, let me just set this up. All right guys, so the first thing I have to do is get rid of this bumper. That way I can have access to the hole right here, which the intake silicone hose is going to run through. If you have a regular, well, my bumper is regular, but usually there's like some clips in here that you have to pop out, I believe. Mine in the break-in when I pop them out, so I have zip ties in there. And so just gotta cut the zip ties. Cut. And then there's like 2 screws on each side of the bumper and the fender wheel that you have to also take out. And as you take those out, you can just pull the bumper straight off. Most of you are going to have some fender wheel liners. I don't have mine because they were ripping, so I took them off, but I will order some new ones later. So now we're going to move to getting the intakes out. So these hose clamps clamps that mount on the throttle body, what I do is I use my drill and loosen those. Go ahead and unplug your mass airflow sensor wires and don't forget to remove the tab from the air box. That way you don't pull on it and end up breaking it. Not forget about it. And on each side of the intake, there's a 10 mil. I only have one on one side because I lost the other one on the other side. So you can take those out. and they are tinted. Okay, and usually there is a hose clamp right here. There is one on my other side of the intake, and what I do is I pull that off a little bit and pull this intake hose off the throttle body, and then after that you can just lift intake up and it'll come right out. So simple enough. Now you just do that on the other side, but there is a hose clamp on the other side right here. So you unclamp it and then you pull on the PCV. I don't even know what this thing is called. Someone said it's like a silencer for the intake. I don't really know too much about it. And then after that, this is the easiest one. You just pull it back and then lift it up, and you're all done with that. Now, you're gonna need your mass airflow sensor, so do not forget about that. Don't end up throwing these away or nothing like that. You take them out, put them inside the intakes. Now, to take them out, you can either use a fill-up, which is what I'm going to do, or you can use a socket. To me, it looks like 6 mil or 7. 8 doesn't fit on there, so it's somewhere below 8. And you just unscrew them. And after you get it out, you just lift straight up and it comes right out. Try not to break this at all, or you will be paying some serious money to get another one. These things are very expensive. The Z1 intakes, they come with 2 screws, and you just put this back in there. I'm not sure if it can only go one way inside the intake. Okay, that's nice that they thought the idea. So obviously take the screws out first. Make sure your hose lined up. Do not try to force it in or nothing, or you will break it. Okay. So in order to properly fit the Z1 intakes, you have to install their couplers, and one go on each side. Obviously, the bigger end goes on the throttle body, and then the smaller end will go on the cold air intakes, and then you put hose clamps on each side. Okay, now you get 2 of these inside the mill. One of them are different size. One is shorter. Here, let me see. One is longer than the other, if you can tell. Right now I'm still trying to figure out like which one goes on which. It seems like one side is shorter than the other, and I'm not sure if it's just like that for the G37s or it's like that for the 370Zs as well. So let me figure out which side these goes on. I just figured out. So the longer one goes on the driver's side, and then the shorter one goes on the passenger side. And one way to tell is the mass airflow sensor mounting piece should be pointing down. That way it fits correctly, and then you have your hose running to the valve cover. And they also do provide you with the same color couplers and silicone hoses that you want. They do provide the same color for the PCB system as well, so that's a nice plus. You don't have to buy those separately. Z1 also do provide you with some instruction, but I don't know what happened here, but they sent me the 370 Z air intake kit installation manual, and I double checked before I ordered, and after I purchased that, I ordered mine for the G37. So I'm hoping I don't have any trouble getting these on, because that will suck. Even though they came in like pretty quick, it was 2 days, and I chose regular shipping. You know, I just don't want to have to put everything back on and have to deal with this, you know. So before you put your metal tubes on, what you want to do is put your hose clamps on first and tighten those down on the throttle body, and then you can go ahead and put your metal tubes on and tighten these down on the metal tubes as well. And to make things faster, I'm going to use my drill, and these are small. You don't want to over tighten these. You want to just have them, you know, a decent size fill, like, you know, to where it doesn't move. Really sucks to have the Z1 logo covered up, but it's all good. It's like serious heat outside. Like, oh my god, I literally been outside this whole entire day, and it's been super hot. Feels like 100 degrees. But good thing that Z1 provides you with new screws for your master airflow sensor, just in case you do lose the one that comes out of your old intake. And you just make sure you turn it the right way. And after you got it in, you just tighten them down till snug or till it stops. You don't want to strip this out because this is aluminum. So now, as I'm seeing right now, the intakes do get rid of this silencer on both sides. I did not know that, so I also have to take the silencer off as well. This one should just pull right off. And then there's a hose clamp at the bottom that you have to take off from the valve cover. Hope I can get to it. Then they provide you with one on each side. I'm still very confused on what's going on now, because this one is saying 370 as well. I don't know if it's meant for both cars. Even, like, I'm confused right now. Let's hope this fits, because if it doesn't fit, I am going to be serious pissed. It's looking like it's going to fit so far. Seems like they don't provide you with clamps neither, so you gotta take your old one off your old PCV and then put on your new one. No biggie. To make it easier, you just push it, put it on the bottom first, and then clamp it down. push the PCB hose over. Now this one is called a good one. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole lot of meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up. Okay, I don't know why this one right here is so hard to get on. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I can't even take it off to add oil to it. Fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. We can do nothing at all. So what? Stupid ain't you know there's nothing wrong. You and me got a whole lot of meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of oil here to make it slide in better. You know, oil goes through it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, and the oil did the trick. Split over there nicely. And then you just put the clamp over it. Alright, so don't forget about your hose clamp on the other side. Well, on the other side. Don't forget about your hose clamp. Alright guys, so I somewhat have the intakes in. Yeah, basically it's just mocked up at the moment. They're in, like I could start the car, but I would not drive on it. And the main reason it looks like this right now is because it's about to start raining in a few. So I just slid them in, you know, just to move the car out the way. Where is it? There's these pieces right here that you have to take out from each side, just 2 clips, and you just push them out and they'll come right out. They're located right here on each side. And if you want maximum power like I am, you have to either cut this out or drill it out. Like I said, the rain in a few minutes is stopping me, so I just put them in there. Z1 said it can run like this, but for maximum power you want to get that cut out and everything. And this side is pointing more down and kind of blocking the airflow by this. But this is not the final form. Still gotta do some more adjusting and everything, but right now it does look pretty good. I'm a big fan of blue and it looks awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead and either continue this video tomorrow or later if it doesn't rain for that long, who knows, because this sucks right now. Like, but we can get a start in though. Let me find my keys and make sure we don't have a check engine light or anything. Well, I do have a check engine light, but that's for my test pipes. So let's see if it sounds any different. People said the cold air intakes on these cars don't really make a sound difference, but sounds exactly the same. At least during idle it does. Let me tighten up this clamp. Give it a few revs, see if we hear any difference. Yeah, I know the car isn't fully warm, but no, I don't know if that's because of my test pipes or what. But yeah, everything is good. I actually think I might just end the video right here and, you know, just fix it off camera. I was gonna do my headlight. Actually, I might still do my headlights today and make a separate video on that, because I can do that inside my room or anything, you know. But that's it for the video, guys. Make sure you please like, comment, and please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100 before the end of this year, you know, and I want as many people to see this build as possible, you know, because not too many people do mods on the G37, you know. It's all about the 370Zs. But that's it, guys. Peace out.